Good morning to you. um, it's a early breakfast program every Monday. I've told you, and that's how it's going to be. Let's see if I morning, my dear. Morning. Good morning to you guys. And happy bank holiday in England. Happy bank holiday to the United Kingdom citizens and residents. Happy bank holiday. Yes, yes, yes. Current situation. I am currently out of United Kingdom. I'm in Paris. It's just for you to know. I'm in Paris at the moment. But having said that, I told you that I will be having time. Paris is 1 hour ahead of United Kingdom at the moment. So it's after 11 in Paris. After 9 rather. 11 past 9 in Paris. And I know in United Kingdom it will be after 8 as promised. And that's why you see me here. Ladies and gentlemen, my name hasn't changed. Omoluabi Etu. My name is Tokunbo Olagbaye. I'm only joking. Tokunbo Olagbaye. So, if you're coming on, ẹ kú ojúmọ́ o, ṣé dáadáa la jí ṣàlàáfíà ni o. Ṣé kò sí wàhálà? Good morning to you guys. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Yes. I'm on a short break to Paris. I need to have my head cooled down. Fellow Billy, how are you, my dear? Yeah, quite a lot of people were chatting me yesterday that they live in Paris. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Kemi Akinlagun, good morning. Diola Baoni, Yangba Life. I don't like all those àwọn slang gbogbo wọn tán máa ń lò yẹn. Yálàyà gbogbo wọn, yálàyà kìnìkan, all those dirty ọmọ mushin slang. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm a lawyer and I'm very conservative with my approach. Àwọn èdè wọn yẹn máa ń irritate mi gbà mí. Àti ẹ̀ bá ń pe lawyer ní kìnìkan, ó máa ń funny, ó get it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome you on board. Let me see your accolade, love, and like. What is going on? Don't you love me? Where is your accolade, love, and like on a very beautiful bank holiday morning? I cannot do without seeing you guys. Méjì ń jàṣà, board member tí a bó ṣe wà nìyẹn náà máa kéré. You understand? Méjì ò kì í jàṣà. My name has not changed, Tokunbo Olagbaye. I'm looking closely into the issues of divorce, after implications of on divorce. To an EU person, what happens after your divorce and you're married to an EU person from a third national country like Nigeria, Ghana, Zaire, Zimbabwe, Gambia, Nairobi, Kenya, and you're married to an EU person living in the United Kingdom. After 3 years of your marriage, unfortunately, things happened, marriage breakdown, you couldn't proceed. What are the implications? What are the things you are going to face, especially with this period of difficult period that we are heading out? We are heading out of Europe. There is no doubt about that. We are definitely heading out. For example, the implication of our head out is that if, for example, we have head out already and I came in the way I came in, I am going to obtain visa possibly. But yesterday, when I was leaving the country, there was no visa. There was no visa, but there were thorough checks on the borders. There were thorough checks. But the checks were not as devious as the one that we are going to go through when we are going back. By the time I'll be returning back to United Kingdom, they are going to take me through stringent checks. Going back to United Kingdom, I will have to go through stringent checks, because the reason being is that UK does not want anybody to come in anymore, anyhow, unless they have the right paper or documentation. Unlike other European countries, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, they can just train into each other. They can travel by train into each other. But United Kingdom is an island completely. How they manage to put them together as an European, I actually don't know. But there is no other place to put them with. There's no other continent other than Europe. It's the closest. And that's why they put them under Europe. But basically, they're not close at all. It's just on its own. It's only France that share borders with us. But apart from that, there is no any other European counterparts that we have close borders with any longer. Meanwhile, the rest of them are close to each other by train, So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to bore you, but I want you to enjoy the program at any time you see me on board. I want you to be relaxed and flex so that you will enjoy what we are talking about. It's all about law this morning. It's all about law implications, because the European Union law Schedule 10 is saying that 10.5 that you would have married to your husband or wife for a period of 3 years and live together in the United Kingdom for at least a year before you can have a retained right of residence. You will have married 3 years and would have lived together a year in the United Kingdom before you can have a retained right of residence. So it's not automatic. Now the danger there is what I'm asking now. We are going to Brexit, and we are about to, by December 2020, we will definitely Brexit, leave Europe and be on our own. Implications, we have not read the white and black paper at the moment. We've not seen all the paperwork. So we cannot even specify that these are the problems that we are going to face after leaving, Europe. But I can vividly say to you that the problem at the moment is what I want to deal with on ground. The problem I want to deal with is the problem on ground. That's the one I want to deal with. The one I want to deal with is that if you have your EU person, you are living together, and you don't have marriage certificate, you are not going to have any opportunity immediately both of you separated. So on separation, there will be nothing for you to rely on if there is no marriage certificate. So you need to have that in mind. If there is no marriage certificate, there is nothing, absolutely nothing to rely on. But if you have marriage certificate, then the next thing you should be scheduled for, I'm not saying you should divorce your partner, your marriage, but I'm telling you under the EA law, what the law regulations is saying at the moment, currently, as per the regulation, is that if you cannot prove that your marriage has lasted 3 years, then you will be having some problem. You will be having an issues, Definitely, you will be having an issues if you cannot show that the marriage had lasted 3 years. So that is very crucial. It is so important that you are able to demonstrate by way of marriage certificate. So on the day of divorce, the person must be in the United Kingdom exercising of treaty rights, meaning that the person must be working. There is so much omeleranton jegunita, and there's so much omalashoto wakisanita, because they have failed to take proper advice at the onset. And as a result of that, it's affecting them drastically. I'm not sure whether my phone is working, but try it. 07908 628240. I am here, but I'm not sure. The net is there, everything is there. Try it. The phone is right in front of me here, so if you call, you should be able to get through. 07908. The position of Brexit is a bit unclear. Jimmy Johnson. The position of Brexit on EU citizen, or retain rights rather, it's a bit difficult. It is unclear at the moment, meaning that it makes me a bit, how do I say? It's a bit difficult for me to speculate in terms of what you would expect. It's a bit difficult. So that's the situation. It's a bit difficult. So I basically would want to treat the current situation. We really enjoy ourselves on Saturday, to be honest with you, at the Abbas Obeshiri, but I get out quickly before it becomes messy. I get out. I get out after I did the prayer. I did the opening prayer. Don't forget, I did the opening prayer, the presentation of the awards, putting us on the high table. I sat next to Alhaji Akade Obeshiri. We chat, we talk, and I danced on the floor with the Bobby and his wife Alhaja. The promoters that invited me, and I meet all the Greenses and all my people. I met with them, meet all my people. And after then, after praying for some time tirelessly without stopping, then I realized that I have to leave before it becomes messy. And by the time I get outside, there were so many people out there that wanted to come in without tickets. And I don't know why we can't follow simple procedure. The promoter said it's £30 to get into the place. Why can't you afford your £30 if you want to enjoy yourself with Alaji Akade basically? But there were loads of people that bring in their friends without ticket there, which is very bad. The instructions were very clear. £30 ticket to get into the arena, you know. So I don't know why people came in on Saturday without ticket and they were outside there trying to pull plugs with the securities. Even the securities were a bit funny to me as well, but they didn't know who I was. But in the end, majority of them apologized. But I was just calm and cool because they were already drunk on the high side. Anyway, thinking that they are doing proper job. But when you're on duty, you don't drink, you don't do any shayu. So I find it very irritating on Saturday the way the security performed. Anyway, their performances were very bad, very low, because they were a bit high. They shouldn't have been high, and I can testify that they were high. But I don't have their time. But those who went in without ticket, I don't think that's the right thing to do. You know, I dish out some Jack Daniels at the door. You know, I went into the car. I gave some boys some drink, Jack Daniels and Remy Martin. Tell them to go and kill themselves, to enjoy themselves. You know, so what more can I do? Because they said they know that I'm coming, so they came as well. Everybody came. A lot of people say, you announced that you'll be there, so we came. But I said you should have got your ticket. So I gave them drink. I said, go and find place to enjoy yourself. Then if your ticket is not complete, you can't come in. But at that time it was good. Rosemary, you saw me. Did you greet me? If you don't greet me, you're offending me. You know. So I gave them drinks, but I was already going. I was on my way out. I didn't even say goodbye to the promoter and the other promoters as well. Bola Leja, everybody. I didn't say goodbye to them because I sneak out. Because I got to go because I was traveling out yesterday. So I have to go. You know, because I knew I was traveling out and I was very tired. But anyway, let's go back to what we are talking about. Interactive law. Interactive law. It is not a textbook classroom. Interactive. So on a retained right of residence, you know, you got to understand exactly what the law is saying. Yes, now. Sorry, don't use that language with me again. If I don't call your Lamide or whatever, I don't like that slang. You know. So you got to have 3 years of marriage in your bag in case if anything go wrong. And before you can prove anything go wrong, you must have your marriage certificate to do that. If you don't have marriage certificate, there is no divorce. So anybody that go into engagement or anything, you are wasting your time. Or you are doing proxy marriage, you're wasting your time. You understand? You're wasting your time. There is no divorce in any engagement you may have done, customary law. There is only divorce for you to claim rights in marriage. As a lawyer, so that is what it is. So if you think that you have done proxy marriage and you want to have some rights under emblem of British law, you're not going to go far. It's not going to work. Marriage is for two parties to be there at the day they want to join two of you together. There cannot be a brother to represent you or a sister to represent you, other than for them to witness, other than for their right, as their own right is to witness what is going on, and that is per se. There is no any other way around it. Do you understand? There isn't any other way around it. So I don't know why people would think there can be a proxy, there can be a divorce in proxy marriage. No. Because see, there's no divorce in proxy marriage because there is no marriage in the first instance. It's only solemn, customary law, and it's not marriage, it's engagement. So if you do engagement, you will not have any right to bash engagement. If you follow she, you can waste time already. Because you right to claim. You understand? There's nothing for you in engagement. Engagement is just formality. Marriage in a marriage, mama J, and it's classic. So there is no way you can mix two of them together. So there will be no retained right of residence in that situation. I love that. The set of those things that I wore is mine. You want to take it from me, Dabo? We shall till Luton. I paid good money on it, but I finished using it already. But most of before the occasion, we can match Ankara the London Ankara Carnival. It was fun, man. It was fun. I won't lie to you. It was fun. Oshapra hide. I was married with my ex. He got 5 years based on me. We got 2 kids together, but we are no more together. Let's see. What is going to happen to him, ma? I was married with my ex. He got 5 years based on me. We have 2 kids together. His lawyer would have advised him to divorce you. But have you signed documents? Because there can never be clean break between 2 of you. There are 2 children in the family. So that's going to be a bit of war. So you need to drag it to court. Any marriage with EU or not, or EU person and non-European person, and there are children in that journey, you can never have a clean break marriage. And the retain right of residence, they cannot do it behind your back. So no divorce will take place without your consent, because there are children involved in the matter. And of course, you have to take those children situation into consideration. The best interests of those children are paramount. The best interests of those children are number 1. So how are you going to do it? So my dear that just gave me that clue. There can't be any immediate, there can't be clean marriage, divorce in that situation. Do you understand? Let me look at your question properly. There can't be a clean divorce, so you have to be wary of that. Hide, Oshapra hide. Let me look at your question again. I want to look at the question properly. We are not married. You are lucky. So there is nothing left. I'm sorry to say you are lucky, but there is nothing left for him to claim, because there is no marriage certificate. So, and if the children are European citizens with European passport and you are in the UK, it's going to find it difficult to. So he has to just come back to UK, sort it out. I think you should just sort things out, unless if it's really that bad. Those who know me know that I don't dissolve marriage, unless they make domestic violence. I hate relationship with domestic violence, and I hate it with passion. And I will not hide my feelings. I hate relationship with domestic violence with passion. I hate it with passion. So I hate anybody throwing things and using weapon or beating wives or beating husband, aggressiveness. I hate it. Gone. When things is not working the way you want, walk away from it. It's not the end of the life. Do you understand? So if there is no marriage certificate in this situation, he cannot get paper if he has left you. So maybe there is another woman out there for him. But other than that, he will not be able to claim retain right of residence. But you misled us, Come on, Naija. Good morning, my dear. Good morning. You misled us. You said married, but you have apologized that you weren't married. Yeah. If there is no marriage, thank you, Miss Rogers. If there is no marriage, then there cannot be retain right of residence. That's just it. Miss Adeola Rogers, Abi, yes, and Adeola is up there as well now. Okay. So if there is no marriage, there is no divorce, and there cannot be retain right of residence. But initially, you almost misled us, saying I married to my partner. We married, so you're not married, so there is no marriage certificate. So that's fine. So there will not be a retain right of residence in that situation. So he's on his own. If he fought you and he left the house, it's on his own. If his children are carrying a European passport, he will not have chain reason under those children. He will not be able to claim chain because you are still in the United Kingdom and he doesn't have sole responsibility in taking care of those children. So the case of chain will not work in his situation. So it's not going to go far. So he will really need to come back to you and come and apologize. Olongbo. He said to me recently that his biometric card is at the Home Office. Ma, do you think he's trying to biometric card is at the Home Office? Did they issue it? Do you think he's trying to get another paper, ma? Biometric card is when he's making a new application, so he has to return the old one back to them. Thank you. You know, he has to return the old biometric card back to the home office. You know, but if he said to you recently that unless he's got all documents that you are not aware, but what about your ID card and your passport? Is your ID card with you, your passport with you? Check home, birth certificate of the children and the passport of those children, proof of address. So if there is no marriage and you have not spent 5 years together consecutively, he cannot do anything without you. So possibly maybe he's got that child outside that is using that child to make application, especially a British child would do for him. Yeah, if he's got a British child, he will be able to proceed without a need to call for you. Yes, if he has British child, he will be able to move on smoothly. Let me read what you said here. It said to me recently that it's biometric. Yeah, okay, I read that already. Princess Okusa said men are very smart. If there is no marriage certificate, no matter how smart, unless there is another child with a British passport out there, that's what I'm saying, then you'll be able to use it. You'll be able to go far with it. But the retained right of residence in any circumstances will only work. Retained right of residence in any circumstances will only work if the partner that you married to your spouse is in the UK, the EA person is in the United Kingdom at the time of divorce to date. Thank you, dear. If the person is in the UK throughout at the time of divorce, then it's looking a bit better. But where the problem will be coming from so far, the Home Office have now turned to a situation whereby they are now asking ID card. Are you with me? They are asking ID card. Yes. So they'll be asking you for an ID card of your partner, the EA person. And in my language, can you go to the show right now? Whenever you are in situation with people, you have to be careful so that you don't let it be too messy. Because when it's messy, then to resolve the problem, it will be difficult to go back. It will be difficult for that person to forgive you. It will be difficult for that person to erase it off his or her mind because you have made the whole situation messy. So that is why it's always good to keep calm. In every situation in life, always try to be calm. Calm and wait whether time will resolve situation. You know, there are so many instances that I have learned in life that time always resolve matters. Time. But if you have opened your mouth carelessly and talk rubbish, any year will not forgive you because you have said too much. What is wrong with you? And that is why the Yoruba proverb says, "Akintiko to deshore." So you have to be careful. Because once the case has gone messy and rubbish, the person will not give you the ID card. But about a divorce or amicably, you know, in an amicably manner, the person can still help you. Where at least at Ferrari, by card me low. Yeah, I can find a card. He will give you card. Pay off. Of course, we've been together before. We told him money. So get the card. Go and use it. Just to sort you out and help you. But if you have messed up, so you have messed the whole thing up, the person will not find it softly to forgive you. So he will not release his or her card. And if he doesn't release his or her card, you're gented. And Home Office is persistently asking for ID card now. Yes, they are now asking for ID card. Serious matter. They are asking seriously. So if Home Office is asking for ID card now, well, how are you going to deal with it? Jimmy Johnson. Don't beg Osha Prapra to say that she should give her ID card. Let her do the best interest of her for her children and herself. Let her take a proactive action. Let her take action that she think would suit herself and her destiny. So there is no need to plead on the other party's behalf because you don't know the genesis of the situation. You see, many people get involved in people's stories, but they don't know the beginning. They don't know the genesis. For you to be a good judge, both parties must be sitting in court the way we are in court. The left will be here, the right will be here. And then then you can come to a conclusion how to resolve the matter. But without having two parties that are in a dispute together, there is no way you can judge rightfully. You'll be one-sided. And I don't make a decision in that manner because it doesn't make sense. Oshapra said that he got 5 years already last year. If he has 5 years last year, then he still have a long way to go. So matter can be resolved in between. Yeah, matter can be resolved in between. Ebony Buzzing, thank you. Can I get British passport for my kids, ma? I'm an EU. You will only Odumosu, Margaret Odumosu, thank you. You will only be able to get British passport for those children if providing you have lived and worked continuously for 5 years in the United Kingdom. So you will only be able to do that. You understand? You will not be able to do otherwise if you have not worked 5 years consecutively again. Understand? So you got to look at it from that angle again. 5 years. 5 years. So if you can provide 5 years of work in the UK consecutively with proof of address, then you are fine. Let me look at your Fidela Potinobu. Love you, Mama. Thank you, my dear. I am looking at questions, that's why. Good morning, ma. Please, what can my 20-year-old son renew his visa on? He has dependent visa. I have my indefinite leave to remain, and my husband and remaining kids are British citizens. Your 20-year-old is having what type of visa? We need to establish that, isn't it? We need to establish type of visa your 20-year-old is holding, because don't forget that under British passport or indefinite leave to remain in the UK, the child will not have the opportunity. He won't have the opportunity if he's over 18 years, to regularize under parent, unless he came in under the parent's visa or leave. But if not, it's going to be a bit of tug of war. Good morning, Miss Funke Onayiga. Nice to have you back online here. Thank you. John Lauye. Mommy, I have a friend in the situation. The guy emailed her that she can't give her because he doesn't love her anymore. She sent the email to Home Office. We are yet to receive outcome. That is a very good one. That is a very, very good one. Let us wait and see what Home Office will say. But that's a very good one. Because the email is an evidence. Asking for an ID card of person that you're no longer together, I think is a bit dumb. With great respect to the Secretary of State, I think that condition is not smart. Yes. That's just it. Thank you. Thank you. Common sense. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Thank you.
What I want, yeah, how are your week, ma?
Thank you. Very well, thank you.
Okay. So, ma, what I want to ask, not regarding the EU, is it possible to ask about my British passport?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have to apply for my son.
Mm-hmm.
He's 11 now. When he was 10 years of British passport,
Mm-hmm.
and then it was refused. So we applied for reconsideration.
Refuse?
And since February.
You applied for what? Take me back again. Take me back. Sorry.
Yeah, my son when he was 10,
Mm-hmm.
I applied for him for British passport.
Mm-hmm.
And we were refused. After about almost 6 months, they said we were refused. And then we applied for reconsideration. And up to, it's going to over 6 months now. I have not heard anything from them.
Why did they refuse a child that was born in the UK, a child that was born in the UK, a child that has been living continuously in the UK? Why would they refuse such a child? You know? Why would they refuse such a child?
They said I should provide a documentation, but we not one time I took him to Nigeria for 1 month.
He said what?
I took him overseas for 1 month.
That is it. That is
Okay,
it.
so and I have to provide documentation.
And how did they know? How did they know that you took that child out? I'm interested.
Because then his photo was endorsed on my passport.
In what?
There was a baby about 2 years when I took him out.
You see, the whole idea, because when you took that child out, was there a leave to remain to take that child out and bring the child back?
Yes.
What leave? What leave?
I was destroying it.
And you went out for how long?
1 month.
Ẹjọ́ máa lọ fà ní kóòtù ni wọ́n máa fún níwèé ẹ̀. Ẹjọ́ máa lọ píkì ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀ni. Ẹjọ́ máa lọ ṣàtẹ́ máa tuntun ṣàní.
Do I go for judicial review?
Oh yes, definitely. You must not give up on the matter.
They won't be wasting my over 6 months now.
But you mustn't give up now, because the law says that if that child has the appropriate document to get out and return back, he cannot lose it. If he has the appropriate document and there is evidence that you were a student and that child was endorsed as a student dependent, at that time, kò lè lose ẹ o, unless if there is another story you are not telling the world now.
Nothing.
Ẹjọ́ máa ṣàǹkan lẹ̀ ní fúnra yín náà. Ẹjọ́ máa bára yín fà gidi ni. Do you understand? Under law.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, now. If there is a right document that you use to take the child out,
Yes.
and that document is the same document you used to bring the child back within that 1 month,
Yes.
you can't lose it. No way. Could you lose it? It can take a while, because they at that time you are begging them to reconsider their nonsense decision anyway. So it's possible that it's going to take a time. But don't give up, shall.
Okay, ma. All right.
As long as that's the situation, don't give up.
Yes. Okay, ma. All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, now. Bye then. Yeah. Ẹjọ́ dásílẹ̀ túnjọ tún ṣàní. You put it there and you restart it all over, and you don't give up. Because she took the child out of the UK with the right documents, and she came back with the right document within 1 month. As long as she's telling the truth. You know, as long as she's telling the truth, you understand? At this time, she's going to be picking with the government. Yes, now, you don't give up when you know you are doing the right thing and you're on the right channel. You understand? There is no need to give up. Hello.
Hello, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am.
Morning to you there. How are you?
Fine, ma'am.
Thank you.
I was just listening to your program now, when you are talking to me about women's care.
Talking to what?
Yeah, you are talking about the discussion about something very similar to mine.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm European, I have my husband and my son depending on me.
Mm-hmm.
But the relationship, I'm already fed up and we have already talked about it. I will stay today. I decide to stay because I've called you once. The way you talk to me, I just decide to ignore anything they are doing. To let them finish their documents because they depend on me. So So what I want to ask you now is that.
Are you saying you're fed up of the relationship?
Yeah. I'm just I can't cope. I can't cope anymore. Psychologically, physically, I can't cope anymore. But we wait that if we have the document, complete the document, and my stepson will complete the document as well. But my question, because we are talking about divorce or divorce, when they finish their documents, if I want to divorce with him, I don't know what God is going to prepare for me in the future. If I want to marry, if I get that I want to marry to someone that doesn't have paper, and that person depends on me as well, can I still give paper to the person?
To which person? To which person?
I'm just saying it, I'm just saying it that if they finish their documents now, I mean my husband and his stepson, and I do the divorce, now I don't want to do it because I want everyone of them to have their documents systemized in UK. And I don't need to anymore, let's put it that way. At the moment I said I want to be married, I'm just saying, I'm just assuming this question. If I want to get married to someone that doesn't need document, that needs document, and he may need me, is he going to affect the person?
Did you see the way you just bang all the things together? No, I just want you to be happy. Just smile first. Smile. Because you have banked all those problems together. One, bam. And you are even giving yourself headache again on something that probably hasn't even happened. Why? You see, sometimes people see some of us as if we don't care, that we are challenge. We have a challenge attitude. It's not that we have challenge attitude. When you are dealing with somebody and you are in a situation and you don't even know where that one is heading to, you haven't even resolved that one, and you're already thinking of another one ahead to give you a headache again.
No, Mama.
Oh yeah, help me.
With that partner, don't just talk about it. I just beg in the name of the Lord. You talk to me one day, the way you talk to me touched my heart, and I decide to do all these documents for them. But to go back to their relationship, don't mind if you don't allow me anymore.
Okay, all right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
So we were able to do something in that thing then.
Yeah.
Don't forget that I can't remember everybody.
I know.
But I am happy. In fact, my heart is at peace. My heart is at peace.
The way you talk to me, I just say, God, give me strength. I need to solve this paper. They should take everybody should be sorted in UK with their paper because they depend on me. But I'm now thinking about myself. Now it's about me. I'm thinking about them as you told me to think.
You have solved them now. You have solved those problems that side.
Yeah, I haven't finished because in the next year, by ending of next year or early 2020, every one of them are sorted.
Okay, my dear. Thank you.
I'm just
Thank
thinking,
you.
Yeah, I will do it. Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Just to know, at times you just want to prepare yourself for the future.
Wàrí mi pa ọmọ Yorùbá tó dáa.
I'm just thinking, who knows what God is preparing for me? Maybe I'm going to find that good man, but unfortunately that good man don't have paper. Will I be able to give him paper if I've already divorced with the actual man?
You can't. You can't. Listen, the situation is you can give men paper as many times as you love. All these big ladies up there in America, I don't want to be using Barton as an example. They got married 7 times, 8 times.
Okay.
Do you understand? One of them even remarried again, but I don't want to be mentioning their names. I've got to protect them.
Okay.
One of them even remarried again. One of them remarried a previous husband out of the 8 marriage she had. She remarried one of the husbands again. So which means that she had 7 husbands in 8 marriages. Nobody's preventing.
If something like that should happen to me after divorcing,
God forbid, nothing is preventing you to give any man papers. It is you that you have to determine whether the person wants it or not.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. You don't know future. Maybe that one wants and he needs this paper, and you don't want to lose that person. You now say, let me give it to him. will I be able to give it to him? You know, it's all these things that just take. And I saw the program this morning. I'm like, let me take this opportunity and talk to mommy once again. Because each time I call you, I just always get a good advice. That's why I just said, let me use that opportunity to call you again this morning.
Bless you, my dear. Bless you. You know,
Thank you.
to be honest, I appreciate you for taking to my advice. And do you know I don't know you face to face, you know, but I gave that genuine advice at that time because
I talked to you that day. That day you touched my heart.
And I cannot even remember.
I know. Just touched my heart. You used one word then. You said you want to kill two people without using the gun. I'm a Christian. What they do really what come off the run on. That thing shocked me. So I'm like, God, I need your strength. Just give me strength. Then I thank God. I'm on my feet. I will do it. Not till let me go back not to do it anymore. Then we have their paper. The husband we have it. My stepson we have it. If I'm going to do a big party that finally I start a project and I finish it, God will help me. I will do it.
You are EU national, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's fine. By the time you want to go into the new relationship, we will have Brexit by that time.
Okay, ma'am.
So everything will be coming under British law, or perhaps under the new agreement. So you have to wait and see.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, man. I really love you. I'm one of your fans. Anything you do on Facebook, I'm there. I love you. I love you.
Bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Okay, my dear. Take care. Yeah, bye. You see, life is full of mysteries. And I don't like to talk down on people. Àgbà òfìfo ló máa ń pariwo. Àgbà tó bá lómi nínú òkè ń pariwo. I don't like to talk down on people personally because I'm a very caring person. My heart is very subtle in terms of care. So I take things very seriously. So I don't like people talking down on people or people making yell. Come on, yeah. You understand? I don't like people taking yell or making jest of another person's circumstances or situation, because you look at these fingers, they're not equal at all. You know, the fingers are not equal. So I don't appreciate anybody arrogantly thinking that they are something and after all they are nothing, and talking down on others. I don't like it at all. I don't like people that talk down on people, because I take it very serious. Because onilari kò sẹ́ni tó mọ̀la. Understand? And I thank God that she listened to my advice on that very day, but I can't remember. She took me back and I remember now, because I advised her, but I don't know her one-to-one. It was a telephone advice, you know, that she asked me, and I gave her sisterly advice. Do your own and let God judge you with it. There is always a book for everybody in the eyes of God, that God is recording all every activities. So ìwọ tó bá sọ pé ọba ayé ò rí ẹ, ọba ọ̀run ńkọ́, ó ń wò ẹ́ now. God is looking carefully with both eyes, with even massive eyes. So God is not man that we can deceive. Anything we do in hidden, it appears to God clearly and He knows. So I don't like people talking down on anybody at all or maltreating. I take it very serious because that is my area of call. So I take it very serious. Hello.
Hello, ma. Good morning, ma.
Morning to you there.
Yes, ma. Ma, please. I want to talk on British passport. I don't know if it's okay.
You want to do what?
Hello?
Yeah.
I want to talk on British passport, not EU national. I don't know if it's okay, ma.
Yeah. Ask questions. Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
Ma, please, ma, I want you to please help me shed light on this doubt I have in my mind.
Okay.
My boyfriend, I had a baby for my boyfriend then, but he has refused to get British passport for my daughter. So now that he said he's ready, but he also has a child from another woman. The child was also born in the UK, but he has been taken out. And I think the child is 11 years or 12 years now. Can you hear me, ma?
It is you that need to
I think the child...
take care of the baby making
noise.
noise.
I think his other child is 11 years now. He was born here, but he's taken out of the UK. And he has been living outside since then. So he said now he wants to get the applications together for both my own child that I also had here and his other child. They have sent him the application. And he said he's sending them together. He's sending both of them together. Since then, he's not heard anything. And I don't know what to think anymore because I don't know whether it takes this long. I just want you to please help me shed light. Is it that he's lying? I don't know. But I just want you to use your own professionalism to tell me what have gone wrong from your own experience, ma.
How many months now are we talking about?
He sent him the application in June. According to him, the lawyer sent him the application in June.
To obtain British passport for the children?
Yes, ma'am.
Does he need a lawyer to do that?
Ma?
Was it British passport or registration?
No, British passport.
I'm not too sure of the situation there. Because if it's 2 months, 2 months is not long in any application anyway. But for British passport, there's supposed to be a letter for an acknowledgement to show that they have received it at the passport office.
Yes, he said it. He said that they sent an acknowledgement letter.
Ask him for ask him that you want to cite it so you can believe him.
Okay, I want to see the copy.
Yeah. You will see HM passport paper. It's going to have HM passport paper.
Okay, he might say that it's the lawyer because it's somebody that is not a straightforward person. He might say that it's the lawyer that is not the one that sent in the application.
Just
but
try.
I just want to know that is it possible for it to be this long? At least he has what it takes. He has an indefinite leave to remain, and the child I had that here.
If the child was born here and the child is relatively young, the child can obtain British passport. You can get British passport for the child.
Yes, that's why I believe as well. But I don't know why it's taking this long. I don't know whether that is the way it's supposed to be. Maybe it takes this long.
I haven't got clue, to be honest with you. But 2 months is not long in any application this time around because of the summer period.
Okay. Like how long will it?
I don't know, my dear. If it's British passport for British citizen for renewal, we get it back the same day. We get it back within a week or two. That's how we get it back, you know.
Okay.
But if it's a first timer will have to go through the stringent checks. Bear it in mind, those children haven't got British passport before, so they are going to pass them through the checks first.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And the one he had outside, the one that lives outside, do you think it would be straightforward? Do it on that age.
If he's the father and is the child in the UK?
No, he doesn't live in the UK. He's not in the UK. He left UK since when he was 6 months.
And he's applied from UK for that child?
Yes, ma'am. But he was born here.
It doesn't matter to me.
The child was born here.
It doesn't matter.
But he left UK since when he was 6 months.
It doesn't matter. The child is supposed to be residing in the United Kingdom. At the time of the application, that's the law. So the father is not doing it properly.
Okay. And could that be the reason why they are delaying the other one?
Possibly. Okay. Yes. Okay?
All right.
Okay, my dear. Thank you.
Very
Bye.
much,
Bye. She just told the truth towards the end. Because she was like going round and round and round. The bottom line is that for an application of British passport to be submitted in the United Kingdom, the candidate or the applicant must be residing in the UK. So there is no way you can apply British passport here and the people that need it are in Nigeria. It doesn't make sense. And that's the way to encourage fraud. It doesn't make sense. You know, it's a way of encouraging frauds. And it's not good. You know. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thank you very much. Even in your time of thank holiday, you still came online to help people. God bless you, man.
Thank you.
Okay. I want to ask a question. can a former partner that you weren't married, but you have a child with, and the child is British born of a British parent, can the other partner, can he go and get his papers with the child's birth certificate without that British citizen parent's permission or knowledge?
Say it again.
If you have a formal relationship and there was no marriage between them, and one of the parents, the parent of the child is British, and the child is also British, can that former partner, can he go and get his papers without the British citizen's mother's approval or permission?
You mean can the other partner proceed to obtain British passport?
Yeah.
For the child without the
no marriage between them. Yeah.
Without the mother's permission?
Yeah.
Has the child obtained previous British passport?
No, the child is born British and the mother is born British also.
Oh, so the child is also British by birth?
Yes.
Okay. So if it's a first passport, but if the father has status, the father can obtain it without the mother consent.
Well, what happened was that he married, he did his papers in a dodgy way. He got the British passport, but now he wants to do something to try and get, the papers right. And he married somebody else. The lady is Scottish. So, but they don't have a child between them. So now he's trying to sort out his papers and trying to use the child's British citizenship along with the new marriage. Can we do it without the mother's permission?
It's a bit trickish. Because if the child is if the child is born British and the child has British passport, but
I've not done his passport yet. I've not done his passport.
So, and the father hasn't got papers.
Well, he got some kind of funny paper, so the thing is giving him problem. So they.
Hold on. Let's talk the law. Let's talk straight. If he has status in the UK and mistaken. British birth certificate.
So orúkọ tó wà níbẹ̀ ni orúkọ tó lò tí kìí ṣe títí the real name. So ní ṣe ó fẹ́ wá tún ṣe ó ti má rí ẹlòmíì Scottish woman so ó fẹ́ wá ṣe kìíní ẹ̀ dáadáa. Can he now go?
He cannot apply for British passport for that child without you. The reason being is that you are the British settled person in the UK and the child is born British, but the child hasn't got British passport. And to obtain the first passport for a child, you have to quote your passport number on the application form and sign it. So he cannot do it without you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then the complication will because of another overworking patient. We know what point because even the birth certificate on my very question, so you can't really go do a movie or real surname. Birth certificate on mommy just because we might change the request later. The other name to look, so can she take? Oh, and the more can look it double barrel name.
So the double barrel name, okay, Georgina Eugene, that's fine, don't worry, we'll take you along. Georgina is not happy. Georgina wants you to address us in English so that she can learn as well. She said everybody is there on the platform to learn. Apologies to that effect. Sorry. They say about the double barrel name or no double barrel name, you have to satisfy if it's the same name on the birth certificate. When you're going for British passport, that is fine. If your name on your passport is the same on the child birth certificate, you don't have any problem. From experience, I understand that if that child passport is the first passport you are going to obtain, it has to be you with the British passport to quote your number.
Okay.
So you cannot do it without
Alright.
you. Somebody is saying that you can go ahead and use the child document. He can't. If there's no British passport, let me warn you. Somebody is saying something there. He would not be able to use the document at the moment because the birth certificate is with the mother.
I think he has a copy.
Even if he has a copy, the child hasn't got British passport. The Home Office will be asking. The Home Office will be asking you to do a letter of support to confirm that he is maintaining his child that you are looking after.
He's maintaining him.
So if he's maintaining his child, then get the passport and give it to him. Let him go and sort himself out.
The problem because social.
Because if he hasn't got papers, there's no way we'll come.
It's difficult. Problem to cause for me. So for him now, my concern is, among ourselves, all the points to get Mama mi lo pe kò sọ fún ọmọ mi pé marriage wà wọlé tán ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí í sọ káàkiri ó lè ti lọ sí ìwé ẹ̀ báṣabàṣá ọ̀rẹ́ ẹni tó ń bí nígbà ó tún lọ síbẹ̀ ó lọ ń gbà burúkú sí màmá mi ló pè pé ṣé o máa má rí ọmọ mi ọ̀nà tí mo padà lọ́lé ṣé kí n expect pé kí fámìlì ẹ̀ mo wá tọrọ ọwọ́ ọmọ mi ṣé mo pé ìgbà yẹn ló mú bá nàti fà pé o sọ pé marriage níṣẹ́ wọlé o sọ pé o má rí mi mọ́ o bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ káàkiri you can imagine that o wá lọ marry somebody else wọ́n wá ní ọmọ obìnrin yẹn ò tẹ̀lé bímọ I think she has problem with giving birth or something. o wá ní níṣẹ́ behind my back o fẹ́ máa lọ lo àti kó wá máa sọ pé kí n fún ẹ níwèé. So àwọn this kind of thing especially tí church bá ti wà involved tó jẹ́ pé wọ́n máa judge and condemn all these things ó máa cause problem. ó ti lọ máa lo òyìnbó mo ní ó pretend láti máa lo òyìnbó in Nigeria ó jókòó lé obìnrin òun pé láì ní deeper life ó jókòó nílé obìnrin 2.5 years ìgbà tó lọ bá oní marriage ó tún lọ ti ṣèwé ẹ̀ báṣabàṣá ó tún rí British born woman ó tún tún ara ẹ̀ ṣe olóòní fẹ́ màmá mi láti pè pé have you marry my daughter or not 2 weeks later ló wá move out.
And now he needs your help.
Now o wá sọ pé kí lọ ṣe passport ọ̀hún pé ọjọ́ wo ni máa ṣe passport ọmọ o dẹ̀ ti lọ fẹ́ òyìnbó o wá fẹ́ tún ìwé ẹ̀sìn sìn obìnrin tó dẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ́mọ they have been together they have been married for about 4 years or so kò sọmọ láàrin wọn. Sometimes ó yẹ kí somebody should be taught a lesson. pé tẹ bá ń ṣèkàkiri consequences wà because ẹni tẹ́ ẹ̀ ṣèkàsí. When you have bought the bridges bí òyìnbó ṣe máa ń sọ o ti bought bridges. Nísìnyí you now want to come in directly and be telling me pé passport ọmọ ti tèmi fún ẹ o dẹ̀ ti lọ máa lò ó under the circumstances tó ṣẹlẹ̀.
You don't like to have my opinion, please, because my opinion is a bit dirty on this topic, on this one that you are saying. You know I'm very blunt. And I won't lie to you. My opinion on this thing that you just said now is dirty. Because if I were in your shoes, and that man, wherever he is, he should be listening now, carefully. And we are in love, and he's supposed to come and pay my dowry and do necessary things. And he refused to do that, and now he needs my help. Also, I mean, the single parent. Abi? Tí adìẹ bá dà mí lóògùn máa fọ́ lẹ́yìn. Mi ní ṣègùn yẹn, mi ní gba passport yẹn fọ́mọ yẹn. because of him, I will not apply British passport for that child. Because I know that child will be British. That child is British at any time. But my uncle punish Bobonye until he do the right thing. I will not obtain British passport for my child because of him.
But don't you marry?
So be it. So be it. Let him go and enjoy it with Yao Yibo. Do you understand? That is why I said my opinion is dirty on it. I'm not lying to you. Me, that is me. I'm not saying you. God knows my heart. So he knows who I am. So he actually prepared me very well for this journey. Emi o, John Laoye is begging me, mommy, please forgive. You think it's... And let him wait for Mama Oyibo. Let him wait for Mama Oyibo to give him a child, and the Mama Oyibo should go and register the child as a British. Keduna, bam, lo bá tán. Kò sí wàhálà. I said to you, my opinion is dirty. Don't blame me. That's my opinion. I'm entitled. This is not advice. It's my opinion. Èmi ò ní ṣe passport for money because èmi mo bí nǹkan mi, and I was born British, so my child is automatic British. But me nígbà passport yẹn nísìn.
Because if I check my passport, because one lè lè kúrò ní country. Situation is as it is. Because nǹkan tó ṣe ni pé màmá mi ló láti pè pé ṣé o máa marry ọmọ mi or not because of some marriage. O lè jókòó nílẹ̀ ìwà takú ọmọ ti wà láàrin yín kó wá sọ pé òun ò ní fẹ́. Pé arúgbó ni ẹ́ kí ní kọ̀ọ̀kìnì kan. Mo ní gbà tó wá bá mi. Ó ti lọ ra wé 1,000 12 kìíní kan ló sọ fún kìíní yẹn. O lè wá jókòó nílé obìnrin tó bí nígbà o tún refuse láti fẹ́. Nísìnyí, mama ẹ̀ ní sọ ní mama rẹ̀ can imagine the insult. My mom was now going back to Nigeria. She went back to Nigeria. Yes, ó ti kó kúrò nílé. Meaning pé you are even the disrespect to my mom. Pé ìyá mi bá sọ̀rọ̀. Pé ṣé o máa fẹ́
Listen, you are making people preaching to me there. Never mind.
11 months old. Ọmọ yẹn ò sí pé 1 year. Ó tó move out.
Hey, but I've told you my opinion, so you go and work on your own. I've told you my mind. Do you understand, my dear? So thank you. All right, thank you, dear. Bye. Wetin dey do you people there now? Wetin dey do you? Wetin dey do you? Ayomide Mama, Bola Aleja, Kikiola, well done. Saturday was really fabulous. It was really good. Thank you. Thank you, Bola. Yes, hi, good morning.
Good morning, my mommy. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you.
I just want to ask some question about my baby daddy. We met 2015. So he was once married to a white girl. So the white girl did paper for me. They gave him 2.5 years. So along there, so we met, and I'm a new citizen. So he was like, "You really my son, can you go to the ship for me? Because I have 3 months before born." So
the guy was the person was asking you, his paper is going to finish. What can you do for him?
Yes, that's what he said. And me, I used to live in London, so I don't know how it works in this. I don't know anything about giving someone paper or doing. I don't know anything about it. So I was like, okay, what do you think you can do? What do you mean? So, but all of my entire the relationship it wasn't natural, to be honest. But I won't go into that detail. So I gave back my first born in April 2016. So it went only 2016 years old for June. So we shall pay when you were late. We shall finish 5 years. They gave me 5 years. So I was pregnant with my second born as well. Then I now realized that this is not what I want. This is not where I was meant to be. So we used to fight. Used to beat even when I was still pregnant. So I now decided to end the relationship. That this is not what I want. So I ended the relationship. He was having my passport, my identity card, my document, proof of address was with him. So I now used style to get them back. So they normally give 2 birth certificates So this guy gave me one back, and he didn't release the other one. I was like, we have no problem. So when I get back to my second born, I didn't put his name on it. Though they're bearing the same surname, but he didn't follow me. So I was trying to get EU passport for my kid. I went to the embassy. They said he needs to come and sign and we need to fill a form out. So this guy now put a fake signature on the consent form. And so my question now is, now that I'm not with him, because I told him they need the biometric and the card they gave him, I saw it when the lawyer gave it to him, I saw it. It's like EU card as well, 5 years, was written on it. So my question now is, because when I asked him, like, they have you to bring this so thing, and he told me my card is with Home Office. So I don't know, maybe it's time to use that birth certificate that he's having to continue with the state. I don't know. I don't know what it's trying to do.
Okay, let me quickly ask you my own question. The child hasn't got British passport.
No, they haven't.
What status are you holding?
I'm EU. I'm holding Holland's passport.
So is there marriage certificate between the two of you?
No, we are not married. We just live together.
And is he still living with you?
No, I've moved out almost a year. I moved out November last year.
So you have moved out.
In that property.
So you have moved out, yeah? You have moved out.
Yes. Yes.
Where is the child? Where is your child?
The children are with me.
The children are with you.
Yes.
At the moment, the guy it's got nothing to rely on. Since you have moved out and the children are not with him.
So do you think it's lying by saying the card is with Home Office or maybe?
Oh, you called me earlier on. But the card, I hope they have not revoked it. When he said the card is with the Home Office, I hope it's not being revoked.
Because to be honest, God should forgive me. It's because of what I've been through with that guy and his family. That's why I did what I rang Home Office. They asked me to send a letter. So I wrote the letter in my own words just recently, and I sent it to them, but they didn't reply me. So I don't know what's going on. Maybe, to be honest, it decided I won't like him because of what I've been through.
How many children have you got together? How many children?
We've got 2 together.
Okay. And there's no marriage certificate?
No, we're not. So they did that kind of this traditional in Nigeria, but between me and him here, we didn't do anything. And it's very good. So I'm thinking maybe you want to use that birth certificate he's having.
The birth certificate is not useful alone.
Okay.
So I won't worry myself.
So that means maybe it might be telling the truth that the card is with Home Office.
Doing what? Card with the Home Office doing what?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Like, because they need it at the embassy. I couldn't do the. So that's why I was asking earlier on maybe it's possible to get British passport for them. But I haven't lived in UK for 5 years. I'm just 3 years.
So you can't apply British passport for them now. So you cannot do it either.
And they said they can't even consider an emergency traveling document if it doesn't come with UK travel license to come and sign in front of them, because the signature on the form and the one on the Nigerian passport.
So I tell you what, if you are in a state of confusion, try to see me in the office, book appointment, arrange to come and see me. Because
I will, but I live in Manchester, but I think I will.
Well, people travel down from Manchester to see me, from Stone, from Scotland, from Birmingham.
I know where your office is.
So arrange here. Let me go, because you are keeping me. People want to come.
All right,
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let us try to be very quick and sharp when we are calling in, so that we don't deprive others from the opportunity. Please, let us be quick, snappy when we are doing this program. One question is enough, and don't let us be too long. You can't have all the answer one day. It's not possible. Go back and prepare your answer for the next program again. That's fine by me. But on the same day, it is not possible to bring in all your questions. That's not fair on the community. Do you understand? It's not fair on the community. Okay. It's nice to see all of you this morning. Is it because of the bank holiday? Very, very interesting names here. You know, it's been a long time that I've seen many of you before. And I know all of you very well on this line. But would I say it's because of the bank holiday I'm able to see you today? I'm very happy. Thank you, all of you. Thank you to all of you. Thank you. In Paris at the moment it's 10:21. So it's possibly it's 9:21 in the United Kingdom. Bank holidays enjoyment level. Yes. I want to quickly respond to Fajui. Was it Joshua Fajui? Where were you on Saturday, on that day? Joshua Fajui, are you one of the promoter or camera handling, or were you with Alaji Obisiri? Where were you on that day? Because I did everybody come to see me, but I didn't know people by names, apart from those that I know previously, like Bola Aleja, you know. Hello, and Toplotech was there. I know Toplotech as well. We met there. I know Face Media. Face Media didn't even know that I know him. Face Media Cap was there on that day, you know. So a lot of people were there that I cannot remember. Hello.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Morning to you, dear. Morning.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. I have a sister that was formerly here as a student, and she overstayed. She overstayed, and she went back to Nigeria voluntarily. Now she also knows she can come back as a visitor with her husband.
She will be punished for being overstaying her conditions. So she breaches the United Kingdom rules. So they will take it on her. Definitely, there's no doubt in my mind. How long ago?
It's over 3 years that she went back now.
And she overstayed for how many years in the UK?
She overstayed for 3 years as well.
And she has left UK 3 years back now.
Yes.
If she's doing very well now in Nigeria and she has good money, you know it's money that can buy things now.
Yes.
They will give her. But if her enemy is struggling, they're not going to give her.
I don't know, but when she went voluntarily, she can come back and visit. Okay. She can come back there. She has money in her account.
If she's got good money and doing, not even just putting money there, if she's doing very well in Nigeria, they'll give her visa to come back, because she will take services of someone like me, and I'll be able to apologize on her behalf, the reason why she stayed behind, you know.
Okay.
And they do listen. I do.
Can I have the details, ma'am? If you don't mind, so I can give it to her.
You could send me WhatsApp. I'll send you the information.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I will do that. Okay. Thanks. God bless you.
Thank you, dear. Bye. Yes. There is so much headache with regards to issue of status in the United Kingdom, especially the way it's now affecting children and relationship. It's a very, very serious matter. There is so many fake relationships because of papers. Fake. A lot of people went into relationship because of papers. What sort of shift I did this morning, Mama? Motimode. You are late today, exactly. Me, Mama. It's my program time, 8 a.m. So it's not my fault. It is you. It's my time. I'm within my time to do a program for the community. So I am within my time. I kept to my time. You will not stop making me laugh. I like that. He has been my dependent from when my hubby had entrepreneur tier 1 visa, and when my hubby has his I'm coming. Who is saying story there? Because I saw T-Lash. T-Lash is saying leave story there for us. Leave story for another time. Who is giving us story? Hmm? Thank you, Fọláṣadé Ṣọlánà. Thank you. Me, mama. Àbí ọmọ ọlọ́mọ. Highly educative. Thank you. Your laugh is infectious. I'm so sorry, me, mama. Good morning to you.
Hello, good morning, ma.
Morning to you, my dear.
Yeah, happy bank holiday, ma.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, I just want to ask a quick question. My papers will be due for renewal in December, but I've got issue with my partner. I've got 2 sons for him, but we are no longer together anymore. And he has refused to give me the child passport anyway. But I just want to ask, before my due date, is it advisable for me to travel out of the country, ma?
It's what?
Is it advisable for me to travel out of the country before my document is due for renewal? It will be due in December.
Mm-hmm.
But is it advisable for me to travel out of the country before then?
If you are going to back into the country before then, why not? But you are not. Are you with your partner?
No, ma.
So make sure that there is no problem at the borders.
Yeah, because that's the problem. Because he sometimes writes a letter to the Home Office against me, but the letter which he wrote, I'm not quite sure.
So you have to be sure that there is no problem at the borders, because you might go out and then coming back might be an issue.
Okay, ma.
So you got to really be sure, because your paper is going to run out in December. And when are you returning back?
I won't be long, just a week. But the problem is at the port of entry, because I'm not quite sure of the content of the letter he has written to me.
Do you have children together?
Yes, got 2 children.
And what paper status are the children holding?
One of them has got their British passport, but it's not giving me to me. It's with him. And the other son, he hasn't get his passport yet.
You should be all right to return back before. That's what I'm thinking as well. But you just have to make sure that there is nothing. Yeah. Anyway, before the due date, you'll be able to come back.
Yes, ma'am.
You will be able to return back anyway before the due date. But it's just that I will appreciate it more if you will know what is written against you.
I've been trying every possible best of mine to, because we've got case with social worker, but the social worker is not releasing because Home Office send the letter to the social worker. I don't know how they manage to know we call social worker. So they send the copy of the letter to our social worker. So our social worker let me know that he wrote a letter against me to the Home Office. But the letter is quite confidential, so she's not going to share it with me or something. So I've been trying my best to let her know that I really need it, because I'm going to renew December. I want to see what is written in the letter, but she said no, she can't.
And for those who have been commenting online earlier on, you can now see now that you've been talking about men, and this is a lady scenario now. You've been talking and saying those men, but now this is a lady scenario. It is the man that has the upper hand and using it now against her now. It is the lady that got the upper hand, but they don't know how to use it against him. So you can see now the situation situation. You can go ahead with your holiday, my dear. There is nothing preventing you from going ahead anyway, but you have to return back before your leave runs out, so that you have something to stand on.
Okay, ma.
No, you can travel. Of course you can travel. You can travel.
Without the children, ma.
You can travel, because it's not going to let you take the children with you, so don't make mistake.
Yes.
Yes, so you can travel, but you have to leave the children in a safe place, safe hand, because it will use it against you that you are careless.
Okay.
It will use it.
Okay,
It will use it against you.
Okay, ma.
Yes, so you got to really put the kids in a very safe, with a safe adult.
Okay.
Yes, don't say you are not told.
All right, ma. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. How to regularize your status is my program called. How to regularize your status. You cannot predict what will happen when we do a program like this. But people are really, really coming out to speak to me in terms of what they are going through in relating to this status matter. Good morning to
Hello?
you. Morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, dear.
Yeah, ask a question?
Please go ahead.
My partner is British, yeah? And I'm on. I came here on a British spouse visa, and we just had a baby. But the first passport of the child to have been, we're trying to put it in, but he's refusing to sign it, saying he doesn't want someone that is not related or different to him to be to sign as a witness to the son's passport. And in 2020, I'll be due for indefinite. So I don't know what is his plan. I don't know if he refused to sign it, if I can still go on with my indefinite when my spouse visa run out.
Because you need his support to qualify for that ILR, indefinite leave to remain.
Sorry, ma'am.
You need his support
To qualify for it.
You need copy of his passport. You need copy of his passport. Copy of his passport. Supporting letter.
Okay.
You need it, yes. Copy of the passport, supporting letter. Yeah, and in fact, you have to show proof of address of living together.
Okay. Because it's the one that has been supporting me with the direct passport visa, is it?
Exactly.
Okay.
And you just have to play smart.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah.
Morning,
Morning to you.
yeah. I want to ask a question.
Please go ahead.
I have resident permit. Just recently granted resident permit. But before the resident permit, like 5 years ago, that was the time I worked on someone's name. And on the site I'm working, some of the DC claim just come and steal, which I called the police. But when I called the police, when the police come, because of my status, they started asking something else, and they later detained me. Actually, they released me on that name. But when they asked for my name, I gave them the particular name I'm using on that site, not my real name. But when they took my fingerprint, they said that this is not my name. They bring out my original, which I deny that it's not my name. I claim the name I'm using on that aspect. So they asked me to come back like a week. So before the week, they sent a letter that the case has been dropped, that I didn't have any charges. So when I'm filling my application form, I didn't put it that I have any criminal record or whatever. But I was granted resident permit. Now I'm scared when I was traveling. Maybe I'm going to have any problem when I'm coming in or whatever because of the fingerprint.
Yes.
The letter said that I didn't have any case.
Yes. There is every possibility that you may encounter some headache if you go. But when are you not going to go? Are you with me?
I'm with you, ma'am.
Yeah. There is possibility because you haven't hold British passport.
Yeah.
So, and did they do you did fingerprints when you get your permanent residence?
Yeah, I did fingerprint biometric.
Biometric, yes. But it may not reveal everything to them.
I did the fingerprint, but I was granted. I thought if there is going to be my own thinking that if there is going to be a problem, they're supposed to have seen everything there that he has committed some crime for whatever, no matter any name I use, because fingerprint is very different. But there is nothing like that on the form or whatever. So, but yet I'm still a bit scared.
I'll have to be honest with you. Going out is fine, but when you are coming in, they are more likely to fingerprint you. Without British passport, I don't know how it works. With British passport, I know we only use our passport high risk to open the door and go through our eyes.
Yeah, but they are going to fingerprint me when I'm coming in, but I don't know if it's going to reflect that because they wrote me that they dropped the case. They didn't have me. They didn't even tell me to come and sign or whatever. The case has been dropped that I don't have any case to
But despite the fact that I use another name, and the letter said, "This is your name," blah blah blah, which I said, "No, it's not my name." But I still get my fee on that, my name as well, which I don't have any problem at all. So, but I'm still scared because we're applying to travel in December, so just let know.
To be honest, it's a bit dicey. If you have permanent residence, of course you can travel in and out, but it's the law of karma that always cuts people down. Sometimes that hunts them back in life. So I don't know what to say. But if you want to travel. When you come back, you know, because you got your permanent residence. You cannot stay inside for life without traveling out of the country. Anyway, so what is your alternatively? When are you due for British passport?
They just gave me just in this month. I mean, the residence coming 2.5 years. Just this month.
Oh, so you've only it's 2.5 years they gave you.
Yeah, just this month.
Travel and come back and come and face it when you are coming in. Travel. If you want to travel and come back.
Okay.
When you are coming in, you will know what will happen. If you don't go, you will not know what is at stake. So I don't believe in people. I don't believe in people live in fear.
Yeah, can I even come to you to have myself register with you?
Okay, in case, yes.
If there's anything,
And I will be able to know your story. Yes, come to me, open a file, register your case with me. So in case if anything happen at borders where you are coming in, you will give my number to the border officers. They will alert me. Okay, that is the right thing to do. Of course, you need a lawyer in this situation so that if anything go wrong, God forbid, you just give them number and they will alert me. But you have to bring all the documents that you have used to my office. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, take care there. Bye. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hi, good morning. Please go ahead. Hello, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just watching this on Facebook. I don't know if it's still live.
It's still live, yes. It's still. So you don't want it live now?
It's alright. It's alright. So, yeah, something I really want to ask, please talk about something. I came back in the UK some time ago, and I was a student, so my student was
I didn't get you. Hello? I have a very good network data because if you are on EE network, you can use it anywhere in Europe now. Most network now, you can use them outside United Kingdom as if you are still in the UK. So there's no problem. And my Wi-Fi is 100%, but I'm on data and it's perfect. Hello? Abike Oba said that they can't hear. Okay, what about this now? Please go ahead.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, ma'am. Thank you so much for your work, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. Thank you.
Yeah, happy bank holiday. I didn't go to work today, so I was happy I was going to call you. Because each time I watch a program, I'm like at work and I can't call or something. So I was so happy I could watch this morning. So good morning, ma. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, I came to this country as a student, and I finished my master's, and I met my long-term boyfriend, and we got dating and we got married. He's 80 actually, and I saw the program saying you can't divorce your spouse after 3 years. Like, it's not advisable. So I just want you to please share more light on it, because I'm actually in a relationship with him, and we're actually married, and we'll be 3 years next year. And I don't know, we've been having issues up and down and stuff. So I'm thinking if I divorce him after that, would I still be able to like apply for a residence or something.
And you are in a relationship with
Yeah, we are married actually.
with EU person.
Yeah.
Okay. So what went wrong?
I had a miscarriage last year, like immediately after the marriage, and just been having issues up and down. Like we couldn't just patch it up, and each time we'll quarrel, it goes and come back, but we still live together. So I'm just looking at in the long term, like if you're gonna lead to we eventually divorcing, how long do I have to wait? What do I need to do? I'm just checking any options.
If the relationship you have is not going ahead properly, and you're planning to divorce him, you have to be careful. And you haven't obtained your permanent residence.
No, not yet. I'm still on the 5 years one.
Because you would need his ID card, passport, after the divorce.
Okay.
And it's a major problem.
Okay. So even after the 3 years divorce, I'm still with him.
After divorce, you want to do what?
Yeah.
After the divorce, you will need his ID card or passport to satisfy Home Office on your retain rights.
Okay. Okay, man. I'll book an appointment and come.
Yeah, I think it would be better so that we can clarify issues and talk things better. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in a better position to book appointments, arrange time to come and see me on consultation. Office number is on 0208. Let me leave you this appointment number, which you have to use tomorrow. Appointment line.
Hello.
Hold on a second. Yes. You're better off to phone. Appointment line is different from inquiry line. Inquiry line is where we are now, but appointment line, you've got to phone and book appointment to see me. Not everything that you're talking about you can get the right answer for on this platform because it's generic. But to tailor for your individual situation, you've got to come for consultation in the office. Hello?
Hello. Good
Yeah.
morning, ma'am.
Morning to you, dear. Morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
God bless you, ma'am. Yeah, I want to ask something, ma'am. I want to ask about there is a call for I think for asylum 3 years ago. But not that it was I went for the screening, but it was interview on phone. But I never went since then. And I was thinking, can I still go for it again?
For another asylum application.
Yes.
If you meet any of the requirements, because you have to have fresh evidence. If you have been refused before, then you need to have fresh evidence as to the reason why you're coming back to make a new application.
No, I've not refused before. I've never went. Only interview that I should come. Yeah, but,
You have applied,
but
have you applied for asylum previously?
yes, I applied 3 years ago on phone, so I was interviewed. So that's why I should come for screening. So I never went.
If you have applied previously and they call you for an interview, you never go, and you want to apply again now, it's up to the Home Office to take you on board. If you have fresh evidence and it's up to the Home Office. I don't have any problem in that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah?
Thank you.
All right, yeah, thanks. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about time for me to chill out. I want to chicken out. I want to chicken out. I want to appreciate all of you. I want to say happy bank holiday. I want to tell you to enjoy yourself. I did enjoy myself. I had a great time at the banqueting hall on Saturday with all the promoters and entertainment entertainment industry guys there. it was a very good one, fun, fulfilling period. You know, I was a bit over what do you call it? But I must tell you that it went well. At the beginning, I was very worried about the setup and everything because I've not been to Obeshere Lago before. I need to tell you the truth. But you'll be surprised because we are in London. It was properly put together. Everything was, you know, guided very well. And we that were on the high table, smoothing, sitting down quietly, you know, enjoyed ourselves there. But it was a fun, fulfilling one. I love it, I must tell you. To Olori, my dear, that I sat close to the Oba, your husband, that I didn't know that was your husband, that you took me back to him, that the kingdom, that the Kabiyesi was very impressed to know that, oh, so my wife know you, I am happy. Kasha maṣe dáadáa. So Olori, you are my good book now because of the kingdom. So you are my good book now, even though you are a very nice person. On the day I saw you, because man ṣe mí ní ẹtí má ti rí ẹ̀ má lè ti like èèyàn, but èmi náà kọ́ omi ìmọ̀ọ́mọ̀, but God is really working for me pé kí n má máa jábọ́ sí wọn lọ́wọ́ anyhow gbogbo wọn. So I want to love you guys. I want to say well done and thank you for your support at all times. It was a very good one. Bola Aleja Okiki, thank you there. Top Low Tech, well done. Face Media, well done. Bobby Promoters, you know, Bobby Promotions and his wife, Elijah Kafayat, you were fantastic on that day. To the crew and the members of the Alaji Akade Abasi, Baba Tosibe Obeshere, crew members, well done to you. To Alaji Kokuma Mogaji, well done. Short Promotions, well done to all of you. You were all fantastic on that day. You worked hand in hand. You were working for the same cause. In terms of unity in here, and I'm very impressed. The reason why you guys were successful is because obìnrin kan péré ló wà láàrin yín, which is Bọ́lá nìkan. Tí obìnrin bá ti pọ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀, there's going to be problem. All promoters that were there on that day, it was only Bọ́lá nìkan lóbìnrin tó jẹ́ promoter ń bẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin yòókù ọkùnrin nìyí, ó ló jẹ́ kó wà peaceful. That is why you were able to work together hand in hand without headache, because it was only one lady. So then she ni ó dẹ̀ free pẹ̀lú gbogbo yín, and she's very good with what she does. She's very good at it. So she was excellent on that day. She was in charge. She's saying that she didn't know that I can dance. Of course, mo lè jó dáadáa náà. Àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí. You understand? Téèyàn bá débi ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn èèyàn èèyàn máa jó. Téèyàn bá dẹ̀ débi kan tí ò like wà dẹ̀ rájò kò wá máa wò wọ́n fold the arms. You know, but well done, Ayomide Okikiola. You did very well. It was fantastic, Bola. It was fantastic because unity yẹn hàn gan nínú àárín ẹ̀yin promoters tí mo rí ń jọ yẹn. Láàárín ẹ̀yin tí mo rí ń jọ yẹn ó wà okay. Obìnrin ò gbọ́dọ̀ pọ̀ jù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ní promoters ní group yín yẹn. Tí obìnrin bá ti pọ̀ jù, when you have too many of them, it's going to be headache. Everywhere you have women, headache na man bring. Ọlọ́run kó ṣàánú wa. But apart from that, I cannot see any problem. And the way you took Bobby in, Bobby is my guy from day one. So the way Bobby joined the caucus, the way Bobby started, in fact, I'm impressed. Told me, okay, Bobby is a promotion tele, but mo rí pé he's a promoter now. The way if you rally around there, the way you rally around him, you know, the way you took care of Bobby, it was fantastic. It was fantastic. And you were in charge on that day, Bola, because I look at Elijah Kafayat's face on that day. Somebody was dancing before her. That will have got messy again. But you took control immediately. Pé kó dúró, kó má worry, kó jẹ́ kí baby yẹn jó tán. Torí yẹn jó pẹ̀lú gbogbo baby díẹ̀ ń tiẹ̀. Níwájú Abbas Akande, we cannot lè sọ pé àní irú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. You know, many ladies that went there wọ́n wá ọkọ wọ́n fẹ́ impress Abbas Akande. But ìyàwó mélòó ló fẹ́ fẹ́, obìnrin mélòó ló fẹ́ rí. So ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣe díẹ̀díẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ ká máa try ká máa careful díẹ̀díẹ̀ yẹn obìnrin tẹ̀ wá ń bẹ̀ yẹn. Ẹ má máa impress ọkùnrin jù olójọ́ kan máa ń lò yín kan máa ń dump yín. Don't run after men too much. Just class yourself, be classic. Bola, well done. I love the way you are handling things around among them. Well done, Bola. And to all of you that we met on that day, to those who came there to meet me, and to those that I met there, well done, fantastic to all of you. Àkúṣẹ́, òkè lọ́wọ́ afúnni máa ń gbé. Ó ti yé yín, òkè lọ́wọ́ afúnni máa ń gbé. Téèyàn bá ná owó máa make money. Téèyàn bá wà generous. Èmi ò regret owó tèmi náà. I never regret money I spent in my life. Never. So ẹni tí mo bá ná fún tí ò bá mọ iye kò lè padà rí mọ́ láyé. That's just the point. But I don't regret what I do. I don't regret money spent because it was there to spend. The purpose of it is pé kán ná owó yẹn kí mi lè wọlé. tọ́lọ́run bá dẹ̀ bless èèyàn, you have to bless other with it. So I don't have any problem. So thanks to all of you. Have a blessed bank holiday ahead. Continue to enjoy, and then we'll hit it back tomorrow in the United Kingdom. But I'm going inside the Paris Tower now. I'm going to Alton Tower. I'm going to Disney. I'm going inside the Paris now. You know, so take care, guys. I cannot love all of you less. Bye bye. Book appointment on 0208 309 8808. Thank you, Bola. Thank you. I appreciate all of you. Fantastic. To those who are having my video there, especially the first video, tomorrow got to spray mo need them. Mo Top Low Tech video, so I need it from Top Low Tech. I know Top Low Tech was really on my case in doing it, and then I saw a shop promotion as well. So I need those videos, but I got some video already, but I still need more. Thank you to all of you. Take care for now. Bye bye. Enjoy your weekend.